Right. We have to talk about Bristol City. Look, I have been hard on Bristol City like throughout all our championship content that we've done on this channel, and there are some absolute jokes in the league like Bristol City, Bristol City, Bristol City, Bristol City, Bristol City, Bristol City. I would like to order one serving of humble pie, please. I was subject to a video. It was from pre-season, and it was before Luton Town decided to forget how to play football and were absolutely terrible. And I said some ill advised things. Well, the content of that video was on one of our fan phone ins. We were announcing a signing, and myself and my co host Mark Ryman were discussing the ins and outs of the season. And as a throwaway line, just happened to say, well, I said there are some jokes in this league, like Bristol City and Stoke. Well, I was right about Stoke, but Bristol City, look, they're serving me some humble pie. Anyway, this video was grabbed by the Bristol City TikTok admin and it has done the round. There has been a lot of investment at Bristol City over the years, and that is part of the reason why I said they were a joke. But the reality is, this season, Bristol City they've been reducing their wage bill consistently over the past few years, and they've replaced dinosaurs like Nigel Pearson with an actual good manager in Liam Manning. The brand of football is excellent. Yes, there aren't many stars in the Bristol City team, but look, we've seen so many teams where they are a unit, and a unit can sometimes be greater than a team of tremendously gifted individuals. That's just the reality of it. And they have some incredibly hard-working players in this team. So they made two signings. Bristol City made a few signings, but they haven't exactly set the world on fire. The likes of Sinclair Armstrong, those types of people. Like Sinclair Armstrong, he's a perfectly serviceable striker. He's all right. He's not going to bag you tons of goals. But when you look at the likes of Scott Twine, now I would say Scott Twine is quite possibly one of the best bits of business. Well, this season, he's sensational. He is a tremendously gifted footballer. He has an eye for a long shot, tremendous dead ball delivery, and he is lethal from set pieces as well. And that is very important. And he is probably one of the only stars, I would say, in this Bristol City team. George Earthy, a tremendously gifted youngster from West Ham. I saw him in the flesh last season. I think it was his debut for West Ham. He came on, he scored a goal after about 5 minutes of coming on. He is a good player. He's young, but he's a good player. And then you have the likes of Mark Sykes, who in that wing-back position, he's energetic, he's skillful, he has an eye for goal as well. Quite a few goal contributions already for him this season. And in the middle, you have Bird, Knight, both from Derby, and Joe Williams. Three very, very hard-working players in the middle of the park. Very good. And then you have a hard-working defence. Because at the end of the day, I said it before, hard-working teams have gone up. Look at Luton Town. I hate to continually refer back to Luton Town, but this is a perfect example. Luton Town in the 22-23 season, not the most gifted of teams individually, but they were a unit. They were a team that worked for each other. They didn't concede many. They didn't score many. And I see a lot of those traits and hallmarks in this Bristol City side. Is honestly, they've hit form at the right time. And as I was about to say, it is honestly, the signs are looking very positive for Bristol City. If they were to snatch one of those, I'd say they're two remaining playoff spots at the moment. And the reason why I say two remaining playoff spots, look, I think Sunderland have one of them sewn up. I think automatic promotion is gone for Sunderland. It's gone. And then the other remaining playoff spot, well, third spot will be one of Well, can you imagine if Leeds drop in there? Can you imagine? It'd be hilarious. It would be like the bottle of all bottles. It really would. It's going to be one of Leeds, Sheffield United, and Burnley who's going to be third or maybe fourth if Sunderland continue their sort of upturn in form. But then you've got to look at the fifth and the sixth position. Coventry, they're looking strong. They're not losing many games. They went on a tremendous unbeaten run, well, winning run. They weren't drawing, but they were just winning. And then West Brom, who under Tony Mowbray, they've sort of gone from draw, loss, to turning those losses into draws and those draws into wins. So those last two places, it's competitive, but it's not as competitive as the table would make it look, because the likes of Middlesbrough, the likes of Blackburn, they are stumbling. Blackburn look like relegation fodder. It's frankly amazing they're even in the top 10. And Bristol City are one of the form teams in the division. Probably top 5 in terms of form over the last 10 games. So that is what you want going in to the playoffs. You want to be the team going in, charging like a freight train, hit those playoffs square on. And essentially, if you go in form and you're hard to beat, you defend well, essentially a team can beat, individual talent any day of the week. But yes, please take this as my apology, Bristol City fans. No hard feelings. They're football opinions. Life would be boring if football opinions didn't come back to bite people in the behind. It's a game of opinions. It's great to be proved wrong. And fair play, Bristol City. But all I would say was I was right about Stoke. Yeah, but hey, small victories, right? And yeah, well, we'll see what happens with we're in the home stretch of the season now. Like, I wish Bristol City the best of luck. Also, most importantly, thank you for Cal Naismith, because Luton fans never wanted Cal Naismith to leave. And now he's back, albeit to the end of the season. I think he's out of contract to the end of the season. And it would be great if Luton Town can stay up so we can actually make Cal Naismith a permanent signing. But regardless, Bristol City, keep doing what you're doing. I think it's excellent. It really is. Look, you haven't been... I guess over the past few years, since the wage budget has started coming down, the finishes have been getting progressively better. But it is with certainty that the likes of Liam Manning are so much better than the likes of Lee Johnson, Nigel Pearson. Seriously, I know Nigel Pearson brought the good vibes, but Liam Manning is a tremendous manager. And look at what he's done to your team. You play good football. He's got you really hard to beat, and that's what you want. So yeah, Bristol City, best of luck if you do make it to the playoffs. Best of luck in getting into the playoffs. As always, if you're new to this channel and you made it all the way to the end of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Lots more championship content, even Luton Town content. But regardless where Luton Town are next season, the championship content will keep coming. Everyone, have a great rest of the weekend and take care.